Hey YouTube, Guy Webbs here with a review on a female figure.
They're not dolls!
Obviously, that I've been wanting for a really long time and I'm very happy to finally have it. Figuarts Harley Quinn from Injustice Gods Among Us. I've always wanted this figure for a very long time. Harley Quinn is one of my favorite comic babes of all time and I really do like this look for Harley, and this is one of my somewhat holy grails. So without further ado, let's take a look at the packaging. Basic packaging for the Figuarts Injustice Gods Among Us figures. Packaging is a little bit beat up and all, and there's some wear and tear because I bought this one pre-owned, but the figure's still in great condition. So in the front here we have a window, Harley Quinn in gold. You can see some of the accessories, picture of the figure, Injustice Gods Among Us, DC, Tamashii Nations, Bandai. Nothing at the bottom. There's the top. There's the side. Ooh, quite a bit of sun fade on this side. But yeah, I bought this one pre-owned and the box is a bit beat up. What can I expect? I don't really care, to be honest. But anyways, here's another picture of the figure. And on the back, you do get a picture of the figure with some of her accessories. Nothing more at the bottom once again. So without further ado, let's get to the accessories of the figure real quick. Okay, so starting with accessories. Interchangeable hands. She comes with a pinching or a card holding hand to hold this Joker card right here. A open hand, a right fist, two trigger finger hands for holding these two pistols or revolvers, I should say. A corresponding left mallet holding hand. She has a mallet holding hand on her right side right there, and a relaxed open hand. And then she comes with two faces, one grimacing face with her eyes looking to the left, and a straight forward facing normal smiling face. And the default one is the smiling with her teeth exposed looking to the right. She looks very cute and evil at the same time, which I really do like. Here's a closer look at her mallet accessory. It's just hollow plastic. The black for the handle and the maroon is really clean. Target symbols on the side looks good. The diamond patterns are painted in maroon and black. Very, very clean as well. And it does fit in her hand and she does hold it really, really nicely. Now the only problem I have, and it could just be on my figure because of how old this figure is as well, is that in some poses her hand might droop down a little bit. Darn! Because I assume the weight from the mallet, but I did manage to fix that with the help of this right here, D-Star or 01's Dr. D-Star's Fixer Elixir. If you are interested in this, I'll link it in the description below. So because of that, it's not as difficult for her to hold it. She can hold up the weight a little bit more. Maybe need to apply a little bit more to the wrist socket and the joint, but as it is, it's doing its job just fine. Here's a look at the revolvers that she comes with. Looks really nice. There's no Jester or Joker insignias on it or anything, which is fine by me. On the plus side, you can also use these for other characters. Really nicely painted. The matte gunmetal or black color for the handle and the silver for the rest is really nice, and these do fit in her trigger finger hand. And don't be fooled by just the silver pin, because both these guns are 100% die-cast metal, which I find really interesting, and there is definitely some weight to them, and I find it really cool that they're even able to make the guns out of die-cast metal. And here's how she looks like holding both the die-cast revolvers, and as you can see, she has no problems holding them. They don't weigh her down or anything, which I find is really cool. Last accessory she comes with is this removable knife right here. It has a Jester symbol on the handle right here, and it does go back in her leg holster really nicely. So with all the accessories out of the way, let's finally take a closer look at the figure. There's the head sculpt. Looks really nice. To my knowledge, I don't think this exactly lines up with the video game model It doesn't quite look like the video game motto specifically of this costume, but it's fine. It still looks like Harley Quinn to me. The eyes are painted really nice, both looking in the same direction. The mask right here and her lips and the teeth are all painted nice. She's got her blonde hair right here, the diamond symbols, and her pigtails right here, which are actually on little ball hinge joints, so you can rotate them around and move them into whichever position you want. And you can rotate the top here a little bit too. Kiss this with the diamond symbols pointing at her butt. Spikies over here, kind of sharp, be careful. She's got her tattered up blouse right here with the Joker, her smile with the eyes on here. The arms, really nicely detailed, and all the red and black details are painted very, very clean. Sculpted straps on her forearms right here. Legs, really nothing much, just basic Harley Quinn color motif. These knives right here are just for show. They don't come off or anything, but that's fine. She's got these wicked looking asymmetrical boots. One side is black, one side is red. And these spikies on top are really sharp, and so are the cowboy spurs on the right boot right here. Ooh. Nothing much at the bottom. There's the back. Harley Quinn butt. Ooh, thumbing the butt. But yeah, looks really nice. Very much accurate to the video game counterpart. Now for the head articulation, we already went over the hair. It's on a ball joint, so it rotates, goes up and down a little bit. Not up too much, down, and pivot side to side a little bit. She has a diaphragm joint carefully hidden under her blouse, so it does rotate. Moves forward and back only a little bit, and pivot side to side. No waist articulation, to my surprise. I thought they would have added it. Totally could have added that, since the upper torso is kind of weak. She has an armpit joint that rotates. Arms go all the way around. Out to the side this much. Bicep swivel. Single jointed Figma like elbows. Ball hinge wrist. Moves whichever way you want it to. Hips and come out to the side. Not bad. Kicks forward and back. She doesn't have the drop down hip method. Thigh swivel. Single jointed knees. Ankles rotate. They go up a little bit, down a little bit more. And okay ankle pivot and itty bitty toe articulation. So not the best articulation when it comes to the torso and ankles, but you can still get her in some pretty good Harley Quinn like poses. Overall, I highly recommend the SH Figuarts Injustice Gods Among Us Harley Quinn to any and all Harley Quinn fans. If you're a fan of Injustice, if you're a fan of Harley Quinn, if you're a fan of this version of Harley Quinn, or if you're a huge fan of the more modernized, almost Suicide Squad-esque design for Harley Quinn, then this is definitely another one that is worth considering picking up. Yeah, I know there are the Rebel Tech ones and even the Suicide Squad movie versions, but me personally, I just went with this one because I like the sort of comic accuracy mixed with movie, and it all blends together really well. It's just a matter of preference, but this is still a really good figure, and if you're a Harley Quinn fan, you will not be disappointed to have this in your collection. You get some really good accessories, and the sculpt is really nice. The articulation is good, and for the most part, just the articulation in the upper torso and the ankles are kind of weak, so it's a little bit harder to get her into some poses, but most poses are still achievable, like this one right here. And the fact that she can hold the die-cast revolvers without being weighed down by the metal is really cool, like you can see right here. In the way of price and availability, the SH Figuarts Injustice Gods Among Us Harley Quinn is around 40 to 50 bucks depending on where you purchase it. Since she is an older figure and because of how long it's been since she is released, I think she was released back in what, 2014, 2015, but yeah. Because of how long it's been, she is relatively easy to find and the price has dropped since. So if you're a big Harley Quinn fan, you can't afford to get the Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi. I think there's like 3 versions that's out now. Then you can get this one. It's still a really good figure and I highly recommend it. With that said, guys, hope you guys enjoy my review. If you want to support the channel, click subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Guy Webbs signing out. Bye!